Good morning, children. We will start with a new chapter today. It is regarding decimals. Yeah, you can see here it is decimal. Decimal fractions means what? The fractions in which the denominators are 10, 100, 1000, etc. are known as decimal fractions. That means, see example they have already given here. Example 3 by 10, 5 by 100, 48 by 1000, etc. are all decimal fractions. If it is 10, 100, 1000, 10,000 like that if it comes, then it will be a decimal fraction. Decimal fractions with 10 as denominator. When 10 comes as denominator, we cannot say it is 10, we say tenth. See, th is added there. It is tenth. Okay, tenths. We know that we say 1/10. We don't say 1 by 10, it is 1 by 10 we can say, or we say 1/10. 2/10. 2 by 10 or 2/10. 3/10 or 3 by 10. Like that it goes on. 9/10 or 9 by 10. Represent 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, dash 9/10 respectively. We write them as 1 by 10 is equal to 0.1. That means, see here, 1 by 10. We write it as what? We say it as 0.1. So, this point comes for 1. Understand? And then for 0, that is for decimal there will be 1. And for this 0 there will be a number, figure will be there. You understood? So, here you see, 2 by 10 means we say 0.2, 0.2. 3 by 10 is 0.3 or 0.3. Like that 9 by 10 it comes, it is 0.9 or you can say it as 0.9. You have to read it as 0.9. Okay. Here the dot, that is point, is called the decimal point. We call that as a decimal point. This is called as decimal point. We read them as 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.9 respectively. Note that 0.1 is equal to 0.1, 0.3 is equal to 0.3, 0.9 is equal to 0.9. Decimal fractions with 100 as denominator. So we read it as hundreds. See, THS, hundreds. Okay. So we know that 1/100th or 1 by 100, 2 by 100 or 200th, 300th, 900, 1000, 1100, 9900. That is represented like 100, 200, 300. Do you understood now? So 1100, 9900 respectively. We write them as 1 by 100 is equal to 0.01 or 0.01. 2 by 100 is equal to 0.02. So what happened you see? In place of 1 point is there. In place of this there is a number. In place of this there is a number. You understood now? So this is how it should be written. For 1 place there should be a point. For 2 there should be 2 digits. Clear? Like that you see. For this one 3, for 1 you are putting this point. For 2 digits you see, you cannot just write 0.3. You cannot write. It should be 0.03. Because 2 zeros are there, there should be after point there should be 2 digits. You are getting my point now? Once again I will tell you. Now see, if you take 2 by 100, that is equal to, you write point. In place of 1 you are writing point. Then after 1 how many digits are there? There are 2 digits. So here also after point there should be 2 digits. If you write point, directly write 2, it will be wrong. It becomes 20 then. Okay. So in place of 1, point. In place of 0, 0. In place of this 0, number is already given. So you are writing that. Yeah. This is how you have to write. So we read them as 0.01. We don't say 0.1. It is 0.01, 0.02, 0.03, like that it goes on. Up to, see, 0.10, where for this. Then 0.11. 0.11. You don't say 0.11. You don't say it as 0.11. You say 0.11. Got it? Then here, how do you read? You cannot read as 0.99. What you should say? 0.99. That is how you have to read. After decimal, you have to read in the digital digit form you have to read. Now, you see here, decimal fractions with 1000 as denominator. So, it is read as thousands. Again, see THS, thousands. Now, how do you read it? 1000th or 1 by 1000. 2000th, 9000, 10,000th, 11,000th. Like that it goes on. 999,000th. Okay. So, that is represented as 1000, 2000. Already I have told you. This is how you have to read. See, we write them as 1 by 1000. How you write? You write it as 0.001. After point you are writing 001. See again here, if it is 1000, so in place of 1 point, in place of, there are 3 digits, but here only 1 digit is there now. So what you have to do? 1 digit, 2 digit, 1, 2, and in this place you are going to write this. Did you understand? Directly you cannot write it as 0.1. No, it is wrong. So you have to write, in place of 1 point comes, in place of 3 digits there should be 3 digits. Because already 1 is given in the numerator, remaining you have to put it as 0, 0. So like that it comes, you see here, 1 by 1000 is equal to 0.001. Like that it goes on till 99 by 1000 is equal to 0.099. And here also you cannot write 0.99. It is wrong. So it should be, after 1 there are 3 digits. So after point there should be 3 digits. That's the meaning here. 0.099. Okay, now coming to the next one. We read them as 0.001, 0.002, 0.003. Like that you should read. Okay. So finally what is that? 0.999 respectively. Remember that 0.001 is equal to 0.001. So 0.011 is equal to 0.011. So on. Now, examples of mixed fraction as decimals. So, okay. Express the numbers 2, 1 by 10, 6, 17 by 100 and 18, 29 by 1000 as decimals. How do you express them in decimal form? 2, 1 by 10 is a number. 2 is a whole number. 2 is a whole number. It's not in fraction. It is separate. So, it's a whole number. You are writing 2 as it is. Plus 1 by 10. Got it? That is equal to 2 whole number as it is. And what is 1 by 10th value? 1/10th value is 0.1. I told you, remember now? In place of 1 point, in place of this 0, 1. Because 1 is there. Clear? So this will be, when you add these two, how much it comes? 2.1. So you are adding this 2 plus C. 2 plus 0.1. This is how you have to write. So this is a whole number, this is a decimal number. So there is no decimal means 0.0. It is understood there is 0.0. So 0 plus 1 is 1 and then 0.2 plus 0 is 2. So what is the answer you get? You get the answer as 2.1. The same way you can see for 617 by 100. 617 by 100 out there, right? 6 is the whole number as it is, plus 17 by 100 is equal to 6 plus, so for 17 by 100 how do you write? 0.17. Clear now? So in place of 1 point, 2 digits, already 2 digits are given, so as it is you are going to write. So when you add it becomes 6.17. The same way you should write. Got it? So this is how you have to do. Coming to decimals. Decimals means what? The numbers expressed in decimal form are called decimal numbers, or simply we call it as decimals. Example, each of the numbers 5.8, 19.63, 7.295, 0.068, etc. is a decimal. Isn't it? Wherever there is point, we say it as decimal. A decimal has two parts, namely, first one is whole number part and second one is decimal part. Which is the whole number part? This is the whole number part. In this fraction, this is the whole number part and this is a fraction. Okay, numerator as well as denominator. When numerator denominator comes, then you call that as fraction. but which is written outside, it is called as the whole number. Now, so you see here, okay. So a decimal has two parts, namely whole number part and decimal part. These parts are separated by a dot. So you can see how it is separated by dot. So 18 plus, here see, this 18 is written plus, how do you write this? 1, 2, 3, 4 digits now. So point is considered as 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Yes. So here you see, now, yeah, the part on the left side. Okay. So these parts are separated by a dot called the decimal point. So can you see your point? That is called as the decimal point. The part on the left side of the decimal point is the whole number part, and that on the right side of the decimal point is the decimal part. So if it is before the decimal, before the point, it is called whole number, and this is called as a decimal part. Clear? This is whole number, left side, and right side will be the decimal part. So example, in 68.49, we have whole number part is 68, isn't it? And decimal part is 0.49 is the decimal part. So decimal places the number of digits contained in the decimal part of a decimal gives the number of decimal places. So decimal place means the number of digits contained in the decimal part. So that means decimal part means this down part you have to see of a decimal gives the number of decimal places. So here if it is 4, definitely here also it should be, including that point should be 4. Yeah. Now, so 4.93 has 2 decimal places, and is it not? It has got 2 decimal places. After point, how many are there? 2 digits. And 7.632 has 3 decimal places. Why? After point, how many are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 decimal places. So that much you have to know. So we will start with the exercise later. I will stop it here. We will continue further. Like and unlike decimals. Like decimals. Decimals having the same number of decimal places are called like decimals. See example, 9.82, 6.03, 14.58. Why we say it is like decimals? Because see, after point 2 digits are there. Can you see? After point there are 2 digits. Clear? So each having 2 decimal places. Unlike decimals means decimals having different number of decimal places are called unlike decimals. Example here, you see 6.4, 8.93, 12.065 are unlike decimals. Why? Here decimal place, how many are there? After point only 1 digit, no? So 1 decimal place. After point 2 are there, 2 decimal places. After point 3 digits are there. So it is 3 decimal places. 1, 2, 3. So there is variation. That is why we call that as unlike decimals. Now an important result is we shall show that 0.6 is equal to 0.60 is equal to 0.600 etc. So after point you can add any number of zeros. It will not give any difference. It will not make any difference there. Now 0.6 is equal to 6 by 10, right? 6 and 1 and 2, isn't it? Point is considered as 1 and the digit is considered as 0. So you can see 6 by 10 is equal to 6 into 10 by 10 into 10. See, if 6 by 10, if you are taking 6 by 10, both numerator as well as denominator has to be multiplied with the same number. Got it? What becomes here? It becomes 60 by 100. Correct? And 60 by 100 is equal to 0.60, right? Why? Point place here 1. So in one place point, and see here already 2 digits are there. Here 2 zeros are there. It is 0.60. Coming to 0.6 is equal to 6 by 10. So 6 by 10 is multiplied by same number on both the sides, numerator and denominator. How much? 100. So when it comes 6 into 100, 600. 10 into 1000 is 1000. Sorry, 10 into 100 is 1000. That is equal to 0.600. So therefore 0.6 is equal to 0.60 is equal to 0.600 is equal to 0.6000, all means the same. Only thing is, when you multiply, it should be multiplied on numerator and denominator with the same number. Now result, putting any number of zeros to the extreme right of the decimal part of a decimal does not change its value. Means, after the decimal place, you are putting any number of zero also, what happens? This value will not change. 0.6 will remain as 0.6 only. How much ever zeros if you go on adding to the right side. Last ending. Okay. Now, thus, we may write 2.64 is equal to 2.640. That is equal to 2.6400. That is equal to 2.64000. Whatever it is, it will be the same value. Now, thus, we may convert unlike decimals into like decimals by annexing the required number of zeros to the extreme right to the decimal part. So, like unlike decimals can be made to like decimals how? By multiplying with the same number on numerator as well as denominator. Now, some examples. So, you can see here, example 1, convert 5.3, 7.19, 0.376 and 84 into like decimals. Into like decimals means after point the decimal places should be the same. That's the meaning. So, solution. In the given numbers, the maximum number of decimal places is 3. Isn't it? See here only one decimal. Here 2 decimals are there. Here 3 are there. So, which is the maximum? More is this one. Isn't it? So, 3 digits. Right? So, in the given numbers, the maximum number of decimal places is 3. So, we convert each one of the given numbers into 1 having 3 decimal places by annexing suitable number of zeros to the extreme right to the decimal part. How can we do that? Now, 5.3. See? 5.3. How can you make it as into 3 decimals? 5.300. 2 zeros you added. Now, is it 3 digits here? 3 places? Yes. Here, 7.19 is equal to 7.19. You are adding 1 zero. So, then you get 3 decimal places, right? Yes. And 0.376 will remain as 0.376 only. And 84 is the whole number. 84 is whole number. You want to convert 84, the whole number also into decimal places, like decimal places. Now, if they are unlike, now you have to make it to like. How to make like? Because all these places have got 3 decimal places. Here also after 84, you are going to put a point. And how many zeros you are going to add? 3 zeros. So, but the value will be the same. What will be the value of this? The value will be 84 only. Got it? So, when you add these 3, what is going to happen? The decimal places will be equal. So, everywhere how many decimal places are there? There are 3 decimal places in all these examples now. After conversion into 00 by putting 0 to the extreme right. Thus, 5.300, 7.190, 0.376 and 84.000 are the required like decimals. Now, example 2. Arrange the digits of 269.374 in the place value chart. Write the place value of each digit. Also write 269.374 in expanded form. So, first you have to place them in the place value chart. This is the place value chart in decimals. Then after that, you have to write in the expanded form. See here. Now, the question is 269.374. That's your question. So, you have to place it in the place value chart. How to place it? So, we may arrange the digits of the given number in the place value chart as shown below. First, what you have to do? You are taking a decimal point. Okay? And the right side will be the decimal places. I told you tens, hundreds, thousands. When you come to left of the decimal place, you call that as a whole number. But it always starts with ones or units. Units or ones. You know the whole number, isn't it? Then comes tens, then comes hundreds, then comes thousands, 10,000. You understood? That is to the left side. Right side it will be the fraction or decimals. hundreds and thousand. But here you see tens and hundreds. No, th is not added here. So when th is added, it's a decimal place. When th is not added, it's a whole number. Now in 269.374 we have, see, what is this? Now to the left side, whole number. This is whole number. What about this one? These are the decimals. Did you understand? So decimal. Now this is whole number. We will put in the chart. Place value chart. Place value of 2 in this question. Place value of 2 is how much? Where it is? Ones, tens, hundreds, isn't it? So 2 should come under hundreds. 6 should come under tens. 9 should come under ones or units. Then what is the next one? Point. That is the decimal point. Coming to 3. 3 will go first in the tens place. 7 will go under 100th place. And then 4 will go under 1000th place. Understood? 4 is going under 1000th place. So you see here, place value of 2 is 2 hundreds. Place value of 6 is 6 tens. Place value of 9 is 9 ones. This is a normal one what you practice every time. Place value of 3. Which 3? This 3. Place value of 3 is 3 by 10. Place value of 7 is 7 by 100. And place value of 4 is 4 by 1000. So 269.374 is equal to 2 hundreds plus 6 tens plus 9 ones plus 3 tens plus 7 hundreds plus 4 thousands. Clear? Which is written as 200 plus 60 plus 9 plus 3 by 10 plus 7 by 100 plus 4 by 1000. So that is the expanded form. You are expanding that. How to expand is shown here. Clear? So comparing decimals. Suppose we have to compare two decimals. Then we proceed according to the following steps. Step 1. Convert the given decimals into the like decimals. Like decimals means after the point, the number, whatever the number is given, it should be of the same digit. Same digit. If 2 digits means after point 2 digits only. After a point, if it is 3 digits. For every number it should be 3 digits. That is like decimals. First compare the whole number part. The decimal with the greater whole number part is greater. First you should see after point how many maximum numbers are there. That way you have to convert for everybody, every number. So what happens? That becomes like decimals. Did you understand? So let me stop it here, children. We will continue in the next class. Thank you.